So today is December 31st, which means tomorrow is officially 2019, and this year for me was a great year, meeting multiple people. Opposite of last year when I started my YouTube channel, I was mostly just in one community, but in this year alone, I have met multiple people throughout multiple communities, and it has been an amazing year. And I just want to take the time for this video to thank people. Honestly, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And if I leave anybody out, just comment and let me know. And I just know I didn't mean it. All right, I made the list as best as I can off the top of my head. I went through my YouTube list, I went through Twitch, all that. So please, if I forget you, forgive me. So first, I wanted to start out with the Saltiest Gaming crew, the Saltiest Gaming podcast, the first podcast I've ever been a part of. Me and Salty, well, Salty started it, but I was there with him and Shameless. We started that thing. And then early in the year, I had to step away because of my work schedule. They moved the podcast from Sundays to Thursdays, which was a great move for Salty. The podcast is growing and growing and growing. And so I just couldn't be a part of it until my work schedule changed. And so my work schedule changed in September, and I was able to go back. And so I just want to thank everybody on this list, whether they're past panel members or current. Salty's Gaming, 100% #1 on the list. Thanks, bro. Titan Drago, Punk Kiddish Gaming, Bloody Knuckles, Dark Goldbloom, who's no longer a part of it, Irrelevant Native, who is also no longer a part of it. I still want to thank you guys for being in the community and, you know, sharing these experiences, because it was a good one. These were great experiences, and I cannot wait to continue, and I cannot wait for the Salty's Gaming podcast to grow. Honestly, I think the Salty's Gaming podcast is a great podcast. I think it is the best podcast in the Xbox community. Yes, I said it, the best podcast in the Xbox community. And if you don't think so, fight me. Next is the Chill Squad, Avidan Chillcast. I gotta thank everybody in there, especially Avidan. I met Avidan this March, and it's probably one of the best friendships I've ever formed this year, honestly. And so thank you to Avidan. Thank you to Rob Regal, who came in later this year, but Rob Regal is the man. Rob Regal is the homie. I appreciate Rob Regal for being possibly the realest dude. The realest dude. Let's just put it that way. I'm not gonna try to put anybody under the bus saying nobody else is real, but Rob Regal, the realest dude. Honestly, you're a player too. Appreciate you, bro. Honestly, the advice that you give and just your insight. NX Revolution, the youngster, but NX has the potential to be a monster. Let me just put it that way. NX is learning to be a game developer. He has that insight. He has a lot of other good insight as well. So NX Revolution, appreciate you. Rax the Great, appreciate you as well, homie. We got your back, man. Appreciate you on that one. And some guests that were on the podcast: Mikhail Casanova, that dude, the realist. OJ Player Essence, that dude's the realist. So the Chillcast, 100% cannot wait for the monster that will become in 2019. Just look out for it. Next are just people from the community on this list. People that have helped out, been a part of my podcast, or have just been a major support through everything. So I want to start out with these two people, specifically these two people, Mama Mercy and It's Skits. I really want to thank those two for the support behind the scenes. You guys don't understand. Toward the middle of the year, I started gaining this fatigue in YouTube, and I was just getting discouraged. And there were some people out there that really helped out. Skits and Mama Mercy were two of the biggest out there that helped, whether that was just kind words, whether that was just hanging out, whether that was just talking about life, whether that was donating a computer, because they donated a PC to me because I was using a Mac and it was a headache, and Skits donated a PC to me, and they came through. So I owe them a whole lot this year. So Mama Mercy and Skits, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. I wish and hope you guys have a great 2019, and once again, thank you guys. again. Next on this list are just community members, like I said, who have been on the podcast and have just flat out supported. First on my list is Super Andrew 64. Super Andrew 64 is a panel member on the Nicktendo Direct podcast. Super Andrew comes to most of the Indians, if not all of them, and I appreciate you, bro. I continue to look forward to the growth of your channel and what you have to offer. I mean, there's not enough words for me to express what Smash JT has done for me, and the amount of support and the amount of advice and the amount of encouragement that he has given me. Smash JT is the truth. You may not like his content, you may not like his outlook on things, you may think he clickbaits or whatever, but behind those videos is a man that really cares. And you may disagree, but Smash JT is a legit dude. Smash JT will have your back, honestly, 100%. So thank you to Smash JT. And then of course, through Smash JT, through his channel advice, through his own the community that comes from him, like people like Turbo Jesse, Switchcraft, Super Nicktendo, who all have been on the podcast this year. I appreciate all three of you guys, and like I said, I continue to look forward to our growth together as a group, and I appreciate all of you guys. Next on this list, possibly my favorite streamer on YouTube, the Yellow Kazoo. Yellow Kazoo is just a nice, sweet, kind-hearted individual, honestly, and I absolutely love Yellow Kazoo. Thank you so much for being on the podcast and just being friends, because I mean, we haven't really interacted too much. You've been on a podcast, I come to the streams, but honestly, just thank you for being a friend and being a part of the community, and keep doing what you're doing, because I absolutely love your stream. So thank you, Yellow Kazoo. Next on this list are people who I've just met this year, honestly, who I've met this year, been on their shows, guested on their shows, as well as they've guested on mine, and they're members of both Xbox and Nintendo community. So there's really no specifics here, but I just want to give a quick thanks to these individuals as well. Mr. Boomstick XL. Me and Mr. Boomstick are very similar in thinking, as far as we love to do these things live. We love to do live streams. We love to do our new shows live. We are very like-minded in that sense. And so, Mr. Boomstick, thank you, bro, for having me on Breakfast with Boom. Thank you for coming on to the Indie Inn. I look forward to more opportunities together in 2019. PT Gabe Blam as well. I was on a few of his shows this year, and he came onto the Nicktendo Direct now. I appreciate you as well, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Nukem. Noof is just a good dude, man. Noof is a good dude, and he's got that smilk. He's got that milky smooth voice. He got that radio voice. So I appreciate you, Noof, the humor that you bring, having me on what was it, hanging out with Noof or messing around with Noof or whatever we had on the mixer early this year before E3. Appreciate you for having me on that. Really do appreciate you, as well as you coming on to my reaction for the Nintendo Direct where they announced Smash. I really do appreciate that, Noof. I really do. Andy at Entertainment Gaming Daily. Andy, let me be real about Andy. Andy was probably the first or second YouTuber to come to my stream and reach out to me and form that friendship. And I do appreciate Andy. I was on a few of his shows. He was on a few of mine. He had to step away from YouTube for a little bit, but he's back. He's back in the game, and I appreciate you, Andy, for sure. Look forward to having more shows together and hanging out and all that stuff. Oak City Gamers, some of my favorite YouTuber right there. I love Oak City. I love what they do. I love their pickup videos. They're entertaining, they're awesome, and they're fun. So I appreciate y'all. Matt was on a podcast earlier this year as well, and that was a great time. And then last but not least, Lieutenant Surge Gaming, homie Lieutenant Surge Gaming, aka Risen Demon, is in my Madden League, as well as showing up on podcasts, as well as a subscriber on Twitch. And I appreciate you as well, bro. And that is the list of people in the community. Let me take the time to thank supporters as far as Twitch subs or Patreons. Once again, if it wasn't for you guys this year, I did an unboxing video. If it wasn't for you guys, we would not have been in a good shape this year for Christmas and this holiday season. So honestly, to you subs and the Patreons, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you from the bottom of my wife's heart. Honestly, you guys came through. And so let me just go down this list. NX Revolution, appreciate you. Super Andrew 64, Pink Meow, drummer for PV, Smash JT, Risen Demon 27, which is Lieutenant Surge Gaming. This is Quest, the homie Quest, Avidan Smith, Shameless Games, Courtney Jean, Bruce Goldenrod, aka Jake and Bacon. And that one's big. I appreciate you, Jake, for coming to every indie in and every stream that you possibly can. Jake is huge. Appreciate that support. Saltiest Gaming, KAG, King Avery the Great. I appreciate you, bro. Linder33 and NRA, aka Nicholas, who is also a Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, Edward Norton, Avidan, Mighty Ryan from the Saltiest Podcast, Nicholas, who is NRA, appreciate you, Chris Levi, and Sebastian Clark. Those are the 6 patrons. I appreciate every single one of you, and not to pick one of you out, but Nicholas, I appreciate you, bro, because you donated quite a bit this holiday season, as well as upped your patron, and that has not been lost on me. I really do appreciate you, dude. I appreciate all of y'all as well, and I cannot wait to continue to grow in 2019. With that being said, is December 31st, which means I will be doing a stream tonight, but I just want to put this video out to thank everybody. Really do appreciate every single person who's came by, every single person who has helped out. Not to leave any names out, I forgot about Ralco, a good supporter, a person that comes to every Indian as well. Didn't mean to leave you out. I appreciate you also in the Discord as well. So thank you to everybody once again. Look forward to 2019. I'll see you guys later.